Hello. All right, looks like we got the right mic. Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to the baking stream, in case you're confused about what is going on here. This is a stream where I stream from my kitchen, and we make stuff from the Hearthstone Cookbook, the WoW Cookbook, and sometimes just stuff, because there's only so many recipes in those cookbooks. Today we're going to be doing the Ungaro Tar Pit Pudding from the WoW Cookbook. It is on page 95. It's like a chocolate pudding that includes beer, and we're gonna like mix it with layers of... Well, actually, a lot of it's going to happen after the stream is over because it has to set. So we're basically just going to create the pudding, create the stuff that we're going to layer it with so that we can layer it with later, and then you follow me on Twitter so I can post a picture of it when it's actually done. While I'm getting ingredients out, I am going to tell you about my day / last night because it's going to have some implications for what's going on in my channel. Basically, the short version of it, as I look for my sugar, starch, milk, beer, yolks, chocolate... Short version of it is that there is some damage in the apartment. It's not our fault, it just kind of happened. There will be some construction for a couple of weeks as they deal with it, and it's not good. It's not good. So let's see, where's my stuff? Sugar. We've recently found out that we will be able to access another empty apartment to use. I may need to move my office in there. I spent the entire morning, along with my husband, moving my office into a different room than it originally was. That was what this morning's tweet was about. Because the office as it was like very close to the bathroom, and it shared a very small hallway, and they're gonna have to like move the water heater out and stuff, so that's why we moved it originally. Depending on how long it's going to be, they're going to find out what's wrong with it today. Depending on how long it's going to be and whether it's going to be like a couple days or a couple weeks, I may need to move all of my stuff to a completely different place. But I do feel a little bit better now that I know that we have at least a place to do that, because your girl was this close to working out of a Starbucks. Okay. So far I've found sugar. That's not enough. We're going to need some starch, egg yolks. We're going to need 3 egg yolks, also some chocolate. Over here. So how are you guys doing? How have you been? Sound is a bit low? Sound is a bit low? Oh, I can turn that up. I did not do sound check today. Can we see your husband? Probably not. Let's go with no. The mic hurts my ears with the popping. This mic? Is it popping? Is it bad? This is the same mic that we've been using. It should be about the same. Although on that note, I have a theory about what the issue was with the microphone on yesterday's stream. So apparently the crackling thing is something that can occur when your CPU is overloaded, and because beta is not as well optimized as live WoW, my poor little 7-year-old CPU that could may not be able to do it. So if I'm going to actually stream alpha, I may need to look into redoing my computer. That now is not a great time for that, just with everything that's going on. So for the immediate time being, live streams are probably going to be void elf leveling still, and then I should be able to, and I'll test this later this afternoon, but I should be able to still record from the beta alpha as long as I'm not live streaming. And we could live stream, it's just going to have that mic popping thing. It's crackling again? How could it be? It has to be YouTube then, because this is a completely different microphone, it's a completely different computer. There's no way. This isn't fair. Norma, thank you for the 5. Turn it back down, change mic. How bad is it? It's like yesterday's stream, it's still crackling. My mic is now a noodle. I can change to the desk mic, but the fact that this is a completely different microphone in a different computer makes me think it's bad. Okay.
A little louder than last time, I think.
Okay. It's the same. Is it the same crackling issue?
Yeah.
That's infuriating, and I might cry. All right. Well, I don't think, based on the information I have, I don't think that changing the microphone is going to fix it. So we're just gonna power through and make some pudding, and then I'm gonna go hug my cat. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. All right. We got sugar, cornstarch, chocolate. Or no, that's not chocolate. That's chocolate. That's cinnamon. Then we'll need that later. But basically, we're just looking for, in a large saucepan off the heat, whisk together sugar and cornstarch. So I'm going to need half a cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. How big of a pan are we actually looking to do here? It's not terrible. Sounds like static. I've angered a ghost. I'm haunted. There's something. Oh gosh. All right. Milk, beer, egg yolks. All right. I'm just trying to figure out how large of a saucepan I need to be. It says that it makes 4 servings. Pudding servings vary, you know, depending on who you're serving the pudding to. I'm gonna use a really big one, you know. Let's size up. Let's size up just in case, if I can find it. There we go. I am really hoping that all of this gets resolved before Monday, not this upcoming Monday, but I think the next one, because then I did finally get springform pans, so we can make the cheesecake. And maybe the mic thing will be better by then. I wonder if it's YouTube. Maybe I'll check out some YouTube streams later and see if anybody else is having that issue. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. At least my microphone's okay in the other room, because I could not afford to replace that. Okay, half a cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. It's 1 serving for me. It's bad. Don't worry. It only pops when you talk. I mean, I could just mute the whole mic and then pantomime the stream. We could cook some pudding through interpretive dance. That's an option, you know. You guys can vote on it. Oh my goodness. All right. 3 tablespoons is quite a bit of cornstarch, but I luckily replaced this fairly recently, so I don't think I'm gonna run out. So we'll start with that. I haven't made chocolate pudding in a long time. It was one of the first things that I ever made when I was a kid. I had this cookbook, and I wanted to make a dessert from it, and it had like chocolate pudding served inside orange peels. Like you would slice an orange in half, you would take the orange out of the orange, you would use it in some way to help you make your chocolate pudding, and then you would put the pudding back into the orange. It was much too fancy for a 9-year-old, and I absolutely butchered it. But I don't think it was that bad. I feel like it was edible. I think I ate it. Interpretive dance, your voice sounds fine. It's a problem with the compressing through YouTube. Well, they better get that fixed, because I will find somebody and be mad at them. And I don't do that very often. You only need 19K rep to get your void elf. Are you having a good, are you making some good progress with the bonus week? There should be a good amount that you can do. So half a cup here. Is Hazel watching the baking stream in the room? Yeah, he did a check on the sound for me, which was handy. He's just home because of the construction thing for now. You're revered for Army of Light, honor for Augustina Reach. You can do it. You can do it. All right, so I need to whisk those together. Off the heat, which is probably the best. I found your channel a good bit ago. I've been obsessed ever since. Thanks for watching. You've been noticing the same issue with other YouTubers. It's not a you problem. Well, thank goodness. They have to fix that soon, right? Like, it's not like this is a tiny company. Oh, that's too floof. It's not like it's a tiny company. That has to be something that they're on. Because I really don't want to stream on Twitch. I'll do it. I will temporarily move the stream to Twitch, but that's such a pain in the butt. Especially for people that wanna know where it is. Anyways. Okay. Milk, beer, egg yolks. I'll get the egg yolks in there first, because get those into a bowl. Really. 200% bone strip consumable, but only usable 109 and below. That's so bizarre. Like, when are you ever grinding rep at that level? It's like something that you exclusively need once you're done leveling, so I don't understand. It's not a big problem. People are being overly sensitive. I actually couldn't find it for a while. I eventually did after playing it through my television and turning it way up. I did manage to hear it, but on my phone, on my computer, and on my TV, it was not very loud at all. It was hard to find, but there may be some other platforms that it's worse on. Is it kind of strange to have someone in the room when you're streaming? I'm just trying my best not to think about it. You can't play games when somebody's in the room? Oh, really? Oh. You should just take should is a strong word, but you could just take a trip to like an Asian country and then just game from PC cafes for a week, and that'll knock it right out of you. All right. Oh no, I've done the opposite thing. I have 2 egg yolks, and I put the white in the same bowl as the first yolk, and now I don't know what to do. Hang on. There we go. Problem solved. Hey Hazel, hey Billy, how are you doing? I couldn't hear it in the last stream when I was watching my TV. I can only hear it now on the computer using headphones. It's bizarre. At least if it's a compression issue, then my computer's fine, and my mic is fine. And all I need to know is that it'll be fixed soon and that I don't have to spend any money. Would you like to see the Volpera be a new playable race at some point? I think that would be cool. I think a lot of people want them. Personally, just for me, I probably won't play it. I'm too into my new Void Elf, and I've never been all about like the hugely anthropomorphic races. I think armor fits a little strangely on them sometimes, but I do think they're cute. I think that with the allied race model they've got going on, where they can just almost quickly create new races and then add them to the game, I think that they should just be pretty heavy-handed with that. Just like, if they have something, sure, why not, you know? Find a way to charge money for it if you feel like you need more money, but I don't see a downside to having a lot of different allied race options, basically. There may be one, but I can't anticipate it just from thinking about it. So I have my 3 egg yolks after that whole mishap. Beer and milk. So I'm probably just going to whisk the yolks in this bowl, add the beer and milk, and then add it to the sugar cornstarch mixture over there. We're going to mix that over medium heat. You want grummels for a race to play? I think they're too small. Have you done more alpha since the stream? No. My entire day yesterday was just completely derailed by this. And this morning. This is the first thing that I've done. I didn't even publish the stream VOD. I just made a thumbnail for it right before, so when this stream is over, I will post the thumbnail, or I will post the VOD of yesterday's stream at least. Alright, so we need 3/4 of a cup of milk, 3/4 of a cup of stout beer, and I'm probably going to finish that beer. All your candles are belong to me. I think it's only headphone users. It's, yeah, it depends on what kind of speakers that you're using, but it's not something I have control over, and with it being I'm probably going to continue to stream because I think it's fine enough for now, and, yeah, there's nothing I can really do. I think that it's better for me to continue to stream, and if it's really bad, I mean, it sucks to say don't watch the stream, but I would rather do that than cancel the stream for people that can watch it because the sound isn't that bad on their end. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You unlocked like push today? Congrats, Kinsey. I'm not using headphones. I can hear it. What part of Canada are you from? West Coast, Vancouver Island. Okay, 3/4 of a cup. I'm just gonna measure actually 3/4 of a cup. I don't have liquid measures here. I have one, but it's a little bit larger and it pours terribly. It's cool if you don't want to talk about it, but what's the story? Oh, I'm just gonna not. Are you more excited for Classic WoW or the new X Pack? Absolutely the new X Pack, 100%. I'm not gonna play Classic WoW. There is almost no universe in which I play Classic WoW, beyond maybe checking it out to make a couple of videos. I'm not interested in it. I didn't play back then. I am very attached to the variety of quality of life changes that we've gotten in the intervening time, and I don't see why I would give them money so that I can give that up. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I respect other people's right to be excited for it. I'm just not gonna do it myself. All right, no worries. If I ever do address that, I just want to make sure I do so in the correct way, because I know for sure there's a wrong way to do that. All right, stout. So we are using an Obsidian stout because it says that it wants me to use a stout beer. I'm not a beer person. I try beer often because I'm around the Portland area and the beer is kind of a big thing here. And a couple of my friends are beer enthusiasts, and they'll be like, man, try this thing. It's been aged for 47 years in an oak barrel that once had cherries and then later had plums, and then later had fairies in it, and now it's beer. And it all tastes like beer to me. How do you feel about Volpera becoming a playable race? Sneaky Fox Rogues? I don't think they're necessarily going to be a playable race. I give it 60-40 odds that they won't, you know? Sneaky Fox Rogues would be interesting. I mean, we already have... Do we have Panda Rogues? I thought we had Panda Rogues. We have Panda Rogues. That's about as ridiculous as rogues can get. If pandas can be rogues, anybody can be rogues, you know? Alright, so this is our egg yolks, milk, and beer, and it looks really gross. We're gonna mix that in here and then put it over medium heat, because that's what I've been told to do. Medium here. Try and get that pretty well mixed up. So what else do we do? Whisk until well combined, and then we're going to add the chocolate. We actually need to chop the chocolate, so I should probably put some stuff away and then start chopping. We can pull out our fancy knife. Okay, that's away. Panda rogues are a thing. Still no Tauren rogues. Yeah. Not even High Mountain Tauren rogues? Yeah, it's disappointing. There's got to be somebody out there that's just waiting for that day. He's got his cosplay all ready to go. I mean, people probably did it already. Okay, so cinnamon's going to be for later. That bowl we can wash. We still have water now, and we probably won't lose water. We may lose hot water in this place for indefinitely. I don't really know. Again, trying not to think about it. All right, chopping some chocolate. We need to chop up 3 ounces of chocolate. This is 4 ounces. I'm tempted to put the whole thing in, but I suppose I can weigh it like some kind of a scientist. You can't sneak with hooves. Do you miss bags of milk? I never had bags of milk. That's got to be an East Coast thing. I've never seen a bag of milk in my life. I'm being honest with you. It was always gallon jugs. Have you ever been to BlizzCon? Never. I have never been to BlizzCon. I am very much hoping to go. Assuming that I can hang on to, I've been saving, and assuming that I can hang on to my savings, I should be able to make it next year. I should. I don't want to guarantee it, but I think it's a strong possibility. All right, so let's do a little bit of weighing. Get a little bowl. It doesn't say anything about melting the chocolate in a double boiler or anything like that, so I'm just gonna kind of go for it. Let's weigh out the chocolate in this. I've never seen a bag of milk either. Hazel, you are my favorite casual WoW personality. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you being on the stream. Not an East Coast thing? You've never seen a bag of milk either? Okay, I don't know where that's from then. Maybe it was an older thing. Maybe years and years ago it was more bags of milk. What level is your Void Elf? I think she's 56? 57? Might even be 58. I think I might have gotten her to 58. I was leveling last night. Last night I was watching... So all of this stuff had been going down, and I was getting all of this bad news about how I might not be able to use the only bathroom in our apartment during the day while I'm working. There might be people in my apartment while I'm working. I'm trying to figure out, like, where to put my poor cat's litter box, because that's in the same room, so we had to move all that stuff. And I was like, you know what could possibly make this day better? Not that it was a bad day, because it was also the same day that I got Alpha, so I'm not going to complain. But I was like, you know what would really help me unstress right now? Is watching an Overwatch League game with my favorite team, Soul Dynasty, and maybe they can win. And if you watch Overwatch League, you'll know why I'm not having my best day. All right. I need 3 ounces of this. Ounces, there we go. You've only seen milk in bags when you've been in Bolivia, so it might be a Central or Southern American thing. Canada, I hear, has the bag milk. I don't know. All right, so if I just chop off those 2, is that 3 ounces? 3.1, close enough. We're doing it. Turns out I can do chocolate square mental math. I might just eat the rest of that. It must go all right with the beer, you would think, because the beer has been recommended to go literally in the chocolate pudding, so must be okay. Must be okay. This doesn't seem like it's going to be all that much pudding. We're going to chill it in one container. And then what they want you to do is, once it's chilled after 2 hours, which will not be on this stream, I'm not going to stream for that long, but once it's chilled, you like alternate it in a cup, and then you put some whipped cream on top that is like whipping cream mixed with brown sugar, more of the beer, and then some vanilla extract. So it should be pretty good. I'll try and post some pictures. Probably not on my Instagram, because I think, probably on Twitter. Probably post on Twitter. Yeah. But the good news is that maybe I should have, like, now that I'm set up, or once I get reset up if I do end up having to move my stuff into a different unit. But once I'm set up, I really have nothing better to do to distract myself than make Battle for Azeroth videos. So I should be able to do quite a bit of content. I'm really hoping that we get more info on things like the profession squish. That's something that I want to cover and I want to understand. But I'll talk about class changes. Class changes are in an early state, so I can take a look at that. We can look at some of the leveling zones. I can look at, like, the questing highlights. Once we get access to... Dark Iron Dwarf voice lines are in. So I was thinking of doing another video where I react to those, because I haven't listened to them yet. Because that one seemed to go over well with the last ones. I was debating whether or not I should wait until the Zandalari Troll voice lines are out, or if I should just go for it with the Dark Iron Dwarves and then do another one when Trolls come out. What do you guys think? From Alberta, he moved out to Ontario. It's the horrible Bagged milk, it's a very Canadian thing. All right. Well, it's not a thing for my part of Canada anyways. I've certainly never seen it. Although, there are definitely some food differences. Like, for example, where I'm from, cheese, very expensive. Not, like, prohibitively expensive. People still eat it. But I definitely remember it being a thing that you don't use too much of because it costs a lot of money. And people would quite literally drive across the border to America to buy more cheese. Like, they would buy huge stocks of cheese in America at Costco's in America because it was cheaper there, and then bring it back and freeze it. Another thing, and maybe this was just my family, but butter seems to be a very big thing in America, whereas margarine was a lot more common. Like, margarine was like 50-50, if not a little bit more, ahead of butter where I was from. And I grew up with margarine, and then I got to butter, which I know should be better, but I grew up with margarine, and I'm like, how do you spread this butter stuff? It doesn't spread. You just made fresh lemon muffins just in time for the stream, and you didn't burn them either. That's awesome, and I kind of wish that there was a magical way that you could share, because I haven't had lunch, and I can't even have the pudding. It's not gonna be ready for a while. Although, chocolate pudding not really lunch. But that's okay. Do it now while it's fresh. I probably will, and that's like a pretty straightforward thing to do, so I can look at that. I am going to do the mail time video for next week because I already have that recorded, so I can just edit that, get that up. I'm trying to think of stuff that doesn't take a whole lot of recording because I don't have blackout curtains in that office yet, in that other room. I bought some, but we don't have a drill, and I can't hang them without a power drill. And I don't know when we may be able to borrow a drill. I was thinking about buying a drill because this happens once every 3 years where I'm like, man, I really wish I had a drill. But I don't know how hot this needs to get. I guess not hot. It just says whisk until well combined and then add the chocolate. So I'm just going to throw that all in there and continue whisking, and hopefully it eventually melts. So it says put it over medium heat, bring it to just under a boil. Whisking continually, okay. Keep whisking for a few minutes until the chocolate's melted, mixture is thickened, and then removed from the heat. And then we're going to add some butter and vanilla, which I should probably get out because I didn't look ahead. I actually have a tablespoon of butter already set aside in my fridge, just unrelated. I happen to have 1 tablespoon left of the stick. And then vanilla should be pretty easy. This at the very least should be good for later. How to spread butter? It doesn't spread good. Maybe you're supposed to keep it not in the fridge. Maybe it's because I'm refrigerating it. You can appreciate the reduced packaging of bagged milk versus carton jugs. So that's probably true. Hi Hazel, love your videos. Thanks for all the great content. Thanks for coming to say hi. Packaging isn't really reduced. Do you have any tips for other people trying to create a YouTube channel? This is actually something that outside of BFA season I want to do a video on because I get asked this a lot. Which is funny because I used to ask other YouTubers that when I was first starting out. It's the circle of YouTube. I can say, look, Mom, I made it. People are asking me for advice now. But aside from generic platitudes such as make videos, get started, be yourself, I would say be consistent. Don't be afraid of putting out bad content as long as you're iterating on it. Keep putting stuff out, and then every day when you sit down to make something, take into account what you want to do better, and then try, and then make it, and then just continue doing that. I've been doing that for 4 or 5 years. I have over 1,100 videos done, and I still don't like them. You have to have a separate container to put the milk in, and if you don't cut it right, it spills everywhere. Love your videos. Which leggings are you wearing today? They look cool. Oh yeah. So these are the Xavius ones. I don't know why I'm yelling like the mic is farther away. It's literally clipped to my apron. These are the Xavius ones. Oh, it's thickening. It's thickening. Hang on. After the whole eggnog curdling incident, I need to pay attention. Keep whisking for a few minutes until the chocolate is melted, mixture is thickened a little, and then remove from heat. Removing from heat. Removing. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to add butter and vanilla. But the Bangarang sent me 2 pairs because of the stitching issues in the last one. So there's these ones, and then I have a pair of Sylvanas ones too. I want to take some better pictures of them and put them on Instagram soon. But I said that last time, and I never did that, so don't hold your breath. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of butter and a half a teaspoon of vanilla going in there. So butter. This is my little square of 1 tablespoon of butter. The nightmare consumes you all. The mic is still crackling. I'm assuming it's OBS. From the sounds of it, it's YouTube. This seems to be affecting other YouTube streamers, and I'm using a different mic, different computer. Different cable worth of internet. There's no way. It's not my fault. Did you see the new skins? I saw that there were new skins. I haven't looked at them yet. To be honest with you, I'm kind of saving those for when I really need them. Like, I really like looking at new skins and getting excited about them, so I'm just kind of waiting until my day gets really bad, and then I'll go look at them. But I heard there was a Mercy one. I heard that there was a Mercy one that I wanted to see. All right, so there's the butter. Oh, this is thickening so much. Ah, okay. I'm actually probably gonna chill the whole pudding in this. I don't see why not. Vanilla. I don't enjoy this at all. You miss Lincoln Quest in the Ungro Crater. It's actually been a long time since I've quested the Ungro Crater. I enjoyed the, that was where we met Johnny Awesome, right? No, we met Johnny Awesome in Hillsbrad. Who did we meet? We met Maximilian. Maximilian of Northshire was our Ungro Crater pal. Now, he should go on adventures with the Partas. That would be good. I've lost my spoons. I've lost my tiny spoons. Where have my tiny spoons gone? Oh, they're over here. Found them. Cherry Bakewell flavored tea. My tuna to hazel. What is Bakewell? I don't know what that word means. What is Bakewell and what does it taste like? YouTuber somewhere along the lines. Good thing it wasn't that expensive mic, right? Right? Silver linings, man. Silver linings. The microphone is okay. How tall are you? Are the cabinets short or are you just really tall? I am 5'10". The cabinets are a little short. Sometimes my back hurts from bending over them, but I'm 5'10". I'm pretty tall. I am globally taller than 97% of women. And now that I've looked that statistic up, I'm going to say it every time somebody asks. Okay. Half of these things. There we go. Did you see the Overwatch skins? Not yet. Not yet. Probably today. Probably today. Oh. A little bit more than half a teaspoon, but it'll be fine. So basically, I think that's almost done. Yeah. So once we get that well mixed, we're just gonna pour it into the thing, refrigerate for 2 hours to set. After that, we're gonna mix together. So the thing that they have layered it with here is a mixture of crumbled chocolate graham crackers, ground cinnamon, ginger, and chipotle. I don't have chipotle. I have cayenne pepper. We brave. And then they want candy, bones, and rocks, which I did not buy because it's gonna be like $10. And when am I ever gonna use those again? So we're just gonna imagine the bones. They can sell beer and wine in grocery stores there now. Where? BC or Ontario? Because I think I heard about it, them considering it in BC when I left. I don't remember. I don't know if it actually happened. I was kind of shocked when I came to here and you can just buy beer and wine and cider and like all sorts of stuff in the grocery store. It was bizarre. You had to go to a liquor store for that back then. Okay, so let's just get this setting. Let's just get this into the fridge basically. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Here. Ugh. It's chocolate. It's funny. Stream is on before the Overwatch League games, so I can watch both. And I'm probably going to be wrapped up before the Overwatch League games begin. I might watch some of them. I don't really care that much about any of the teams, although it's always fun to watch Excelsior fight. But I'll probably have them on today, anyways. I need to come up with a plan for what kind of videos I can actually make. I think it'll be fine. I think I'm just overreacting because that's what I do. But from right now, I don't think I'm gonna have to miss any days worth of videos next week. I think I should be fine. I have some stuff pre-recorded already that I can edit, and then I can put it this stream VOD like on Sunday or something. Why am I trying to scrape this out with a whisk? This is completely the wrong tool. Okay. Maybe I'll go for a very long walk and I'll do some brainstorming about what the best way to tackle alpha content is. Here, Kixel. They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch for sure. I really need my boys, the Soul Dynasty, to get their stuff together. They put out the cutest video series that I watched yesterday. The voice actress for Diva, Charlotte Chung, did like an interview / thing. She did like a video thing with Zinba from Soul Dynasty, and it's on Soul Dynasty's YouTube channel. It is subtitled in English, and it's the cutest thing that I have ever seen in my life. Like, I actually couldn't handle it. They're so precious. It was recorded before. That was recorded before they came to America, so they didn't yet have the gloom of having lost so many games. Your muffin recipe comes from your Hunger Games cookbook? I didn't even know that was a thing. The Ontario controls Lickbo. I did experience Lickbo once in my life. It was actually the first place I went in Ontario after I got off the plane. Not through my own decision, but it was a work trip, and I got off the plane. They were like, "All right, we're here. We're heading to the liquor store." Cooking with Hazel? Yeah. Pretty much. So this, it's not even that warm. We can just throw that in the fridge. And then we're going to get our chocolate graham crackers that I've lost. Are they here? No, that's pasta. Are they here? No, those are crackers. There we go. There we go. I have these things. Gonna chop some of those up and pretend that I have not been eating them all week ever since I got them. Love the apron. Aw, thanks. Come over to the Excel side. We have Pine, Hayes, Bay, and Ark. They're cute, but I will never leave my boys. Although I will kind of, as long as they're not fighting Soul, I will definitely cheer for the Shanghai Dragons in any matchup they have, because not only are they precious and, you know, having a rough year, but they signed Giguri. They signed the first woman in the Overwatch League, and that's just historic. I really hope that they play her meta right now. And I honestly don't think that she's very meta on the next patch. I don't really know. I don't play much Overwatch at a high level. I mostly just watch it these days. Those Teddy Grahams, they are off-brand chocolate animal graham crackers. And it's fine, you know. I'm just chopping them up anyways. I am going to have to get over the emotional trauma of having chopped up the adorable animals. But, you know, they're cheap enough that they're not all that cute. We'll take a look. We need gnome druids. Yeah, they call down the mech forms. It would be great. A recipe for soulstone cookies. Maybe one day in a couple years I'll actually be good enough at this to create recipes, and then we'll make that happen. Jennifer Bowen, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. Enjoy your new emotes. And I really appreciate the support, especially today. Always, but especially today. You just unlocked your Lightforged Draenei and you love them? Rats, Nick! Okay, so this looks like it's supposed to be a gorilla. Bye. Should be a few too many, actually. We need about a cup once they're crumbled. I'm just going to chop them up. And we're not actually mixing this yet. I'm just saving this for later so I can assemble it a little bit more quickly, but we're going to be done here pretty soon. It's going to be a pretty short stream today. BRB going to eat. Love you and your videos. Aww. The gorilla looks like he needs help. Well, he's over now. He's gone. He's not coming back. Alright, so I can probably just throw these into like a plastic container. But we're going to mix them with the cinnamon. We're going to chop them up. We're going to mix them with some cinnamon, ginger, chipotle. Is chipotle just spicy peppers? Like, should I use... I have... Okay, here's what I have. I have cayenne pepper. I have taco seasoning. And that's it. I'm not putting garlic salt in there. It's a bad idea. There we are. Sorry, animals. Maybe in your next life you can be reincarnated as a higher value cracker. That's carnage. I guess I don't need them too small. I don't need them too small. We're just layering this. We're not going to like fully mix it in or anything. They would get sucked. That seems about good. Despite being cheap, they're actually kind of delicious. It's just hot peppers. You're guilty of being late. What are we baking? We are making the Ungaro tar pit pudding from the Hearthstone Cookbook. And we're actually almost done. The pudding's already in the fridge to chill. That won't finish on stream. It's going to take a couple hours, and I'm going to leave before then. Right now, we're mixing up like the crumbly seasoned crunchy bit that's going to get layered in with the pudding. I will post photos of the finished product this evening. Tomorrow's schedule should be exactly the same. I'm going to do a vlog in the morning. On that video, I'm going to talk in more detail about what's going on, because I should know more by then, and what it's going to mean. And I don't see why I can't stream tomorrow afternoon. If anything, it'll be easier to do than this stream. There may still be a microphone issue. It looks like that may be a YouTube compression issue. I really don't know. But there may still be a microphone issue. If there is, I'm just going to power through it. I think that's better than canceling the stream. Are you taller than your boyfriend? My husband is a little bit taller than me. He's got 2 or 3 inches on me, I think. We're very tall people. I wish I was a higher value cracker. Oh dear, that sounds vaguely insensitive. All right, so I put the lid on this, but I don't need to yet. We need to mix in some cinnamon. It just says to taste, so I'm gonna throw in lots because why not? This is my show, and I can over-season if I want. Oh, okay, that's probably gonna do it. And then some ginger, and then I'm just not gonna, maybe like the tiniest bit of cayenne pepper, just the tiniest bit, because I actually don't really like spicy peppers with chocolate that much. I know that's a thing. I just don't really appreciate it. But we'll do a little itty bitty bit. But I need to find ginger first. I have like 17 things of ginger because I'm always making gingerbread cookies, but I can never remember where I've left it. That's cardamom. That won't work. I mean, it might work. Here we go. Throw in some of this. Good amount of ginger. Don't use the taco seasoning. Yeah. I'm gonna say probably not. Probably not gonna do that. Here, we will very carefully add. Okay, there is a sprinkler on the top. I have been known to add things with no cap on the top. Just cap. All right, I see a little bit in there. That'll do. That'll do it. Smoked paprika over cayenne over chili powder. We need gorilla mounts. The Deadpool of WoW baked goods. I mean, yeah, I'll take that title. Is anybody really gonna fight me for it? For specifically the Deadpool version? I know other people do WoW cooking and baking streams. I'm not the only person that does that. But okay. So I think in 2 hours I just layer the pudding with this stuff. And then for the whipped cream on top, which I won't make yet because it's whipped cream. We don't need to whip it yet. But we're going to do cream, sugar, beer. Sure. And vanilla. Throw that on top. And hope for the best. You can't get into pepper chocolate or sea salt. Oh, I can totally get on board with sea salt chocolate and sea salt caramel. It's specifically the spicy thing. Sent you a pic of my Hunger Games cookbook on Twitter. I will check that out. You finished Red Ridge Mountains? Congratulations. The last zone, I'm working in Ashenville right now. I'm almost done. I'm like 58, so I'm almost done the beginning part. I'm really nervous about the next part, but we will do some of that tomorrow on stream for sure. Tomorrow's stream is absolutely going to be Void Elf leveling. Although, I guess if the mic problem wasn't related to BFA Alpha, I could stream Alpha. If there's anything else to do in Alpha, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm done here. I'm gonna stop. I keep an eye out for VOD of yesterday's stream going out after this, and then tomorrow morning I will have a vlog. It will be in my new office, probably, that I have set up over in this other room, so it'll look almost exactly the same, but slightly different because